Hi everyone, this is Diesel. It's my name, not what I drive. Welcome to my channel. This is Pacific Drive. I've played it a little bit differently to how most people play it. The first two times I played it with all default settings. First time was a mess, just total mess. Second time, a lot better. You gotta know what you're doing. You gotta listen to the instructions. See that little message up in the top right hand corner? That's very helpful sometimes. It tells you what you're supposed to be doing. Also, you will notice at the bottom of the screen there, it says dead end, abandoned trip. I went into this level with my car full of goods, looking for a way home, looking for an exit. And I didn't read that little bit down there. So I drove quite a long way before I realised. Anyway, in this particular version of this game, I've turned the default settings down. Everything's at 50%. So, because I'm a driver, I like driving. Instead of spending my whole time collecting stuff, I only collect the important stuff. Early in the game, I collected a lot of goods, like bits and pieces, filled all my cabinets up. Because everything's down at 50%, I'm not spending as much to buy things for the car, to do repairs, to make equipment. It's not costing me as much. The damage to the car is only half as much. It takes twice as long to get hurt, sort of thing. But the fun of the game for me is the driving around and trying to collect these things. You stick these in your ARC device in your car, and you can create a gateway back to your garage. But apart from that, when you're manufacturing, you need the unstable matter and the stable matter for building things. Later on, you get a couple of different types of those. But as you can see, if I had it on full damages, I wouldn't be driving through trees like that. See, this is another thing in the game. I quite often would lose myself just trying to follow the road. Say I had a turn off. Well, I drive right past the turn off. So you look at your little map down on the right. You put your marker on where you want to go, say a corner, and move to the corner. Move to your little marker. It makes things a lot easier. And it's also easier to set your marker before you get out of the car. Like set it for where you're going to go next. Because sometimes you're in a rush to get back in your car. There might be something attacking you, an abductor trying to steal your car or pull pieces off your car. So sometimes you're in a little bit of a rush. I found that on full default settings, that rush became a panic, that panic became mistakes became death. I mean, I died so many times. Yeah, it's funny. This is another thing. See, what I'm doing here is I'm collecting inventory out of those containers. But when you're in a rush, say an alarm's going off, the Klaxton bell, oh my god, that gets your heart going, that thing. So, you're collecting stuff like this. These are important, the radios, you dismantle them, you get a 9-volt battery out of them, and you get you know, you want electronic stuff, so you collect a few of those. But this is a garage, so also in the garage there's almost always this machine here, candy machine. That gives you little things you can put in your car, like things to hang on your mirror, or a new steering wheel, stickers, all sorts of things. So it's good to go in the garage and collect those. Also, you can always top up your petrol. On the half settings I'm on, you don't use as much petrol, so you top up like once a level. And later in the game, you get quite big containers you can carry with you. So it's a speedy way of doing it this way. You get through the game a lot faster. There's a lot of driving, that's what I like about it. You see I've turned the lightness up a bit. When you've got it on full settings, that is really, really dark. Like, with your lights on, especially on the off-road parts, you cannot see where you're going. You don't know where the road goes. I use the little map down on the right and zoom in on it and leave like that there, but I zoom in a little bit on it. And then you can actually see the corners on the road, but that's not always dead accurate. Sometimes it says you're way off the road when you're right in the middle of it, but that's okay. Oh, see these things here? These are bunnies. If you go full speed, they quite often don't attach to your car. I forget which ones these are. I think these are might be the bad bunnies or the electric bunnies. See, he's taking over my car. If you don't get them off, you gotta hurry up. You grab them, you just grab them, they don't eat you. Then throw them. You throw them as far as you can. You think, jump back in your car and off you go. If you don't do that, they'll take over your car. They drove me off a cliff once. They literally drove me off a cliff. Anyway, quite harmless. You can shoot them and destroy them and get stuff, but it's not worth it. I just throw them away every time. But you got to do it straight away. There are different ones though. You always scan everything. In this game, you scan everything you come across. I've scanned everything I can find, but I still haven't scanned everything. There's different types of those bunnies, 4 or 5 different types. There's a happy one. If you see those ones, you stick them to your car. They can help with your car. They can keep your charge of your car up. They're quite good. But most of them are not good. They'll affect you. One of them throws goo at you, like snot at you, acid snot at you. See that thing there, that thing flying around, that's called an abductor. They're usually in a set little pattern. They'll wander up and down the same spot over and over. You don't get too close to them. If you happen to get caught by one, they have a tentacle with a magnet on the end, and they'll drag you at full speed into a tree, or over into a rock, or if you're lucky you won't hit anything, but I have actually had them help me get through the mud. I was stuck in, you slow down in the mud. Ooh, nearly got hit by that. Did you see that? That's a can opener. They'll rip your car open. Been caught by them once. They're easy to get past. There's one there, the red line. So, yeah, the abductor, they'll pull pieces off your car. That is called, which one is that? Hang on, I think I'm going to scan it now. Let's see. Oh, that's it. Yeah, there's bollards and there's tourist traps. And they come up out of the ground like that. The tourist traps have tourists sticking out of them. You don't want to hit those ones, they'll zap your car real hard. The bollards, they're just bollards, they'll just they'll dent your car. If you're on full default settings, you're always repairing your car and you have pieces falling off it all the time. It's really annoying. See, I'm mostly driving. I don't have to worry about stopping for petrol. I like picking up these. You got to pick up these. Here we go. And when you pull them out, the sound. Oh, the sound they make. It's horrible. So, you throw them in there, and it charges your ARC device up. Once it's at full charge, you can set a gateway back to the garage. On that map's showing you the storms. That green snotty looking thing there, that's a storm. I've only got on 50%. If you got on full default, it's twice that size. It's huge, and they destroy your car. You got to keep away from them. See, I'm a bit lost now, and I think it's about here I realise that it says dead end, abandoned trip. I know it's coming up soon anyway. But if you do want to scavenge, you hover that cursor over what's on the map, and it tells you what's there, like whether it's a house or you can see the garages. Garages are always a good place to go. There's an abductor on the left there. See, there's the way out, but it's red. You can't go through it when it's red. There's a gateway. So I'm turning around, I'm thinking, what am I doing? What am I doing? See, I'm supposed to go to Serum. It says up in the corner up there, return to Serum. That's where I was trying to go, but I ended up in this dead end place. It took me like I had to go through 3 different places to get to this one. So it's a couple of hours driving, even without stopping. You know, it can take quite a while to get through them all. Some of them are just straight runs, some of them are real wiggly. A couple of them you just get totally lost trying to get through the wall. This is in the deep zone. There's the mid zone. That's, you know, that when you go through the wall, that took me ages the first time. I didn't know what to do to get through those gate things. As it was, driving fast was the answer. But if you get to that stage, listen to instructions on every stage. They give you vital information about what you're supposed to be doing. You can go to your map. Not that map. There's a way of getting to your menu map. The map tells you about the area. Gives you an idea of what resources are there and what enemy are there if you've scanned them. If you haven't scanned them, it just says unknown. But you don't always stick to the roads either. In fact, most of the time, I've got off-road tyres on now. You start off with crude tyres and you're popping them all the time. Then you get summer tyres. They're a bit better. Oh, there's a storm. See that electric storm I'm just passing on the left, and now I'm running through an acid storm as well. So on full settings, you got to go around those things. You have to go around everything. That would have destroyed my car. The electronic storm, that takes over your car. That puts you on full accelerator, lights, window wipers, horn going, everything, and you run full speed into a tree. So there, I just realised, abandoned trip. So there's a tale for new beginners, you know. Look at the instructions. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to put more out. This is my first one, by the way. So, happy hunting.
In case I wasn't
Bye.
clear before, you should try to survive while you're out there.